we still have work to do. I get to hang out with a lot of other green building professionals. I actually get an interview once a week on our podcast, the Green Building Matters podcast. And when I interview these green building professionals somewhere in the world, we've done over 200 interviews over the last 4 years, I get a lot of optimism. I get a lot of hope that comes through the microphone, literally, and that's my feeling on it. Are we too late? No. Literally, the science shows, yes, we've done bad. We have work to do, but the science also shows if we do these things, it can be reversed. We can regenerate. We can make sure this planet is in better shape for our kids and the generations that come behind us. So I honestly believe that. I think it's important for everyone to know what is their part in it, right? If you read a book like Drawdown by Paul Hawken and his research team, it shows that refrigerants are one of the ways that if we could just fix that in our buildings and homes, next thing you know, that helps reverse this climate change that we're facing. That's one of his top 100 ways to reverse climate change. Again, there's 99 others that have been identified, and the science and the math is there. We do more of this, here's how it helps. At the end of the day, I also see countries and cities definitely having more mandates, but here's the part that I get really optimistic about is companies, right? If a company, huge or small, says this is our sustainability initiative, and they maybe want to align with the UN SDGs, or they, as a company, want to align with the Paris Climate Accord, even when their country may or may not, depending on who's in office, that gives me a lot of hope. So I think it's going to be a combination of what can you do to help? What is your company willing to do? And these are some very large companies that are saying, no, you can't do business with us unless you're aligned with these sustainability values that we hold. The fact that now investment dollars over the last 3 years, especially with Larry Fink writing the letter every year coming out of BlackRock, the CEO of BlackRock, saying that ESG is here to stay. It makes good business sense. Let's reduce carbon from a fiduciary investor standpoint, let alone it's going to help with the planet. Billions and billions of dollars, if not trillions now in the last 3 years. We've got a head start with programs like LEAD and WELL and FitWell, but next thing you know, when there's just these investors that are now shifting their money and their investments faster than ever towards ESG aligned companies, that gives me a lot of hope. So I think, yes, the capitalism part of the world, not just the United States, is finally realizing ESG and green building sustainability is good business. That gives me a lot of hope, but also just the math still shows we do have time to remedy all this, but we've got work to do.